Currently 5 in the morning, that's why it's pitch black outside. I'm on my way to go to the train station to go down to London for the day. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. How you doing? You good? Okay, good. Basically, today is another law video. Oh my god, shock, like who knew, right? It's about the time I went to the Clifford Chance Open day. I have filmed quite a lot that day, so I'm just gonna like interject as and when and lay over the footage just to give it a bit of context. So yeah, let's go. So the first thing we did when we got there is we had breakfast. So we got there at about 9:30, and then you can see from on screen all the selection of breakfast stuff that we could choose from, and it was sort of like a little networking thing with everybody on that open day. There were about 50 people from universities all over the country, and there was even one girl from Italy. Like, I say dedication for me getting up at 4 in the morning, but holy God, that's dedication. I mean, she flew in the night before. Who does that? I mean, wow. Really Clifford Chance, like, hungry. But yeah, so then there was a talk from one of the partners, and it sort of was explaining about like what the vision for Clifford Chance is going to be and what they're trying to do, and about the firm and the setup and what's like areas and stuff they were doing. So that was actually quite interesting, just to get some foundations for what the firm are all about. So then that moved on to the best part of the day. I can't even emphasise that enough. I sound like such a fangirl, but if you've met him, you'll know that he is like the messiah of all finance law, like David Adams. Oh my God, he's like the best thing ever. He explains stuff so simply, and I just like, I'm sitting there and he's explaining like acquisition finance, and I'm like, oh my God, I get it. And he actually makes me want to do it and want to work there. Madness. Anyway, he's like a god of finance. And I literally got a booklet. I mean, like, the commitment to the cause. Seriously, a booklet of his slides. Like, here's all my lovely handwriting notes. Yeah, so it was about, like, equity, project finance, acquisition finance, stuff that I never even knew existed, I'm not going to lie to you, complex diagrams, stuff that without David Adams, the god, the OG, I would have never understood. So yeah, then it was lunch. Best part of the day, of course. Networking lunch. I mean, is there any other kind of lunch than a networking lunch when it comes to law events? I think not. And after that, we had some guys from the tech department come down and talk to us about like artificial intelligence stuff they're doing, and just generally like what programs they're running, all the stuff they're doing within technology, and like what their vision is and how they're sort of using that technology with the banks and the problems that they're facing within the finance sphere. So that was quite interesting actually to find out all about the new modern stuff, and we were doing it at the time within one of my modules, so it sort of overlaid and it was quite fun. And then we did a case study with trainees. So I think 5 or 6 trainees came down, we all got into groups, and then as a group we got given a scenario, which is, ta-da, the scenario. Basically, I was on a table with pure York University students who were doing law. So it was like the domination table, the PBL table. So as soon as we got the document, we made so many inside jokes, I swear. I think there was one girl actually who wasn't from York, who I felt so bad for, because we made so many inside jokes about PBL and just, you know, the struggles we face. But yeah, as soon as we got the document, we literally PBL'd it within 5 minutes, worked out what we needed to sort of do, and basically the task was the trainee would come and play a client, and we just had to sort of figure out what we had to get from them, what we had to tell them for some business deal. It was something about Jersey and banking. I mean. And then as the day wrapped up, so we had a panel event from 5 trainees, different from the trainees before, and they sort of just said like their roots into the firm, their like university background, what they're doing at the firm at the moment, and sort of just answer the generic questions, and they gave an opportunity for us to just shoot questions at them, which then led into a Q&A with the graduate recruitment team. So then that was just like everyone firing questions about applications, how to get a training contract, etc, etc. So all in all, it was really helpful. And then so we finished at about, I think, 5:30ish. It's quite late considering obviously we've been up since 4 in the morning. But yeah, and then because I was on the mentoring scheme, got a tour, which was honestly, they should have led with the tour. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the goods. I'm here for the nose. It was basically like, you know, I see it as a big MTV Cribs. That's what I want in life. It was amazing. I'm like, oh my god, it literally is like a little village in this like skyscraper in London in Canary Wharf. It was insane. They had their own gym, had their own little canteen. And when I say canteen, I mean it was like a floor that was basically like a little hamlet within itself, bars and stuff. You would literally never need to leave, and I mean they don't leave, so it makes sense really, doesn't it? But they might as well have just stuck some beds somewhere and then just call it an apartment block, because that's basically what it was. It was massive, especially in comparison to a lot of other big law firms I've been to, like Slaughter and May. Like, it was massive, insane, the building was. But yeah, and then after that, so as I said, because I'm on the mentoring scheme, we had a dinner with trainees from the firm and then graduate recruitment. So we all went down the street to the Big Easy, which is basically like a restaurant. I got a private room in there, and we basically just had an open bar and free dinner with the firm, and it was really good actually to talk to a lot of the trainees in a more like personal environment, and just sort of have a chat, get to know like why they're in the firm, genuinely ask them after a few drinks what it's like to work there, get the horror stories, get like the fun stories as well, and it's just quite fun, yeah. And then that wrapped up at about 10 o'clock, and then we had to get a 2.5-hour train back to York, and as I said, we didn't get into like 2 in the morning. It killed me off, but thankfully we had nothing the next day, so yeah, it was really, really good. All in all, I would recommend the firm. As I said, I've done quite a lot with Clifford Chance as being on the mentoring scheme and been to like obviously their open days and a lot of events that they ran, so would recommend if you're thinking about commercial law within the city. Obviously their office is in Canary Wharf, so if you're thinking about Canary Wharf, apply, I guess. Deadlines are soon. Yeah, wow, I feel like it's turned into promo for Clifford Chance. That's not what this is. This is just an insighty vlog for people thinking about going from someone who's been. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, all the generic YouTubey stuff. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks guys, bye.